Hello, everybody. Good morning. So it's about that time for me to go live, and I have a cool, interesting topic. Wanted to spark some thoughts for you guys. Today, I've noticed a few posts along these Facebook streets around feeling like you need to do more, not praising yourself. And just different, the same old thing I see where people are working super hard to accomplish things and to be the people they want to be. And no matter how much they do, no matter how hard they're trying, there's always that little bit of doubt. There's always that self-criticism that you're not doing enough and that you should be better or further along than what you are. And I always wonder, I thought about, just myself and my own journey and how I'm constantly working through not beating myself up and not saying disempowering things or, I could have done that better, or I could have done more, or I should be further along, really thinking about why do I do that? And why do so many of us do that? I see it every single day. I see it when I'm talking to clients. I see it when I'm talking to potential clients. We literally work ourselves to the bone and think that the bones that we see and the blood and the scars and the bruising is supposed to be there. That's what we deserve. That's what we should be, experiencing in this life, which is totally false. And I really started thinking why do we think like this? Why do we just work ourselves to death and then feel like we ain't doing nothing? We just are, whatever kind of stuff we say about ourselves. And it's because we've been taught to be humble. Growing up is something that you hear all the time. And I started to really think about this even more as people would share success, right? So I come from an organization where we are constantly praising success. As a coach, we encourage each other, we support each other, we celebrate all the victories, we celebrate the non-scale victories, we celebrate the freedom that people create, we celebrate coming off medications, things like that. And people will lose 20 pounds, myself included, and be like, oh, that's nothing. I used to say that all the time, oh, I just lost 20 pounds. Yeah. That is a big deal. It's a big deal. 20 pounds can take you off medication. 20 pounds can relieve joint pain. 20 pounds can do so many things. You can change your size. You can actually walk. You can climb stairs. 20 pounds is a big deal. But because we've been taught to humble ourselves since the moment we started going to school or the moment we came out, or don't get too excited. Don't get all like this. Don't do that. It's don't. Be. When do you get to really experience and enjoy yourself for who you are and what you've accomplished? And I really want to challenge anyone who's listening. If you feel like what you've done up until this point in your life is not good enough, go back and think about the time when someone told you to humble yourself, and when someone told you nobody cares about that, nobody wants to see that, no one's gonna do that, why are you doing that? That's stupid, that's silly, that's a waste of time. Go back and think about when people started saying those things to you, and really question and inquire if that plays a role in how you feel about your success today. See if that plays a role in how you share your success today. Because there's a lot of people out there who are projecting onto you and have been projecting onto you your entire life. And the things that they feel they're not doing enough of, or whatever shortcomings they have, or whatever they have had fear of and didn't try, they're projecting it onto you, telling you to be humble, telling you to don't share that, don't brag. Don't brag is a big one. Don't brag. Be humble. Don't brag. If I have something that can help people and it helped me, I'd be an asshole if I didn't tell people about it. I'd be an asshole if I didn't brag about it. I'd be an asshole if I didn't invite people to come and do it too. Matter of fact, I'd be an even bigger asshole if I didn't share about my sobriety and how amazing my life is now that I'm sober. Guess what's happened since I've done that? I've had several people message me about them no longer drinking. There are several people who actually started their path to sobriety because I've been sharing and not being humble about having the discipline and the strength it takes to overcome addiction and put myself first and show up for myself. Guess what? Now people are doing the same for them because I'm not being humble anymore. I don't care what anybody thinks. Tired of taking other people's opinions and using those as a way to hold myself back. Stop it. Stop listening to people who have nothing else better to do than to talk about what you're doing with your life. Stop it. It is a waste of time. It is a waste of your energy. You do not have to be humble. You do not have to dim your light. You don't have to be quiet about what vacation you're going on. You don't have to be quiet about the new house you're buying. You don't have to be quiet about your beautiful family that's thriving. You don't have to be quiet about your son being in the honor roll. No, share that stuff. Share that good stuff. Don't be humble. Share the beautiful stuff. Share the vacations. Share the new careers. Share the businesses that you're starting. Share how you're creating wealth for your family because somebody needs to freaking hear it. Somebody needs to hear that being humble is freaking stupid. And all it does is diminish the work and the value that you've been putting in your whole life. Stop it. Stop it now. You are good enough. You are here. And if you're watching this video, you are here. You showed up. You're listening. Now go show up for yourself. Share that thing you've been working on. Tell somebody about it. You have support. One of my friends that I recently talked to who started on her path to sobriety, she was nervous and embarrassed and afraid to speak out. And when she finally said that this is what she was doing, guess what? A whole bunch of her family members were like, oh my gosh, we're so excited. Her friends are happy for her. She has a whole support team. People are marching behind her because she was like, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and be honest about, I'm struggling right now and I want to better myself. And I'm just going to share about this pain that I'm having. And now miracles are happening. And if I continued, and honestly, I probably should have shared a long time ago about my struggle with alcohol, but I guess it just wasn't really ready. It wasn't accepting it. I wasn't in a place to believe that I actually had an alcohol problem because I still went to work every day. I still worked out. I was still losing weight. I still had clients. I was a functioning alcoholic that hadn't got to that point yet where things started getting real messed up. Got a DUI, that slowed me down. Started coaching, that saved my life. But I wasn't quite ready to accept it. Now that I've accepted that and now I'm sober and I feel freaking fantastic with the food I'm already eating, the water I'm already drinking, the workouts I'm doing, the mental personal development that I'm doing coupled with me not drinking anymore, like I'm going to share that. I'm not going to be humble about that. I work freaking hard. I work hard for these squats. I worked hard for these trainings that I go on. I work hard for these trips that I go on, and I'll be damned if I sit here and be quiet because other people are in their feelings about what they are choosing not to do for themselves. You have a choice. You have a choice. This is your life. You were born here for a reason. Stop acting like you just only have to go to work and pay bills because that is not what we were here for. So don't be humble. Share your success. Invite people to join you and watch the miracles happen. Ignore those people who have negative things to say because all they want to do is invite you into their misery. Decline the invitation of misery. Decline the invitation of toxic mindsets. I don't even like using the word toxic anymore, but decline those invitations. Decline them. Show up for the stuff that matters. Show up for the stuff that's actually going to move you forward and what you want. Show up for the stuff that makes you happy. Post those vacation pictures. Post those accolades. Who cares? Who cares who doesn't like it? Somebody is hoping and wishing to see something that will inspire them. And even if that one person never comments and never tells you or thanks you, you did something that helped them move forward in their life. So I'm canceling humble culture now because I'm tired of seeing people devalue themselves and take their accomplishments and make them seem like they're less than because they're not better than the next person. The comparison stuff. People who tell you to be humble are comparing themselves to you, and that's not your problem. That's their personal problem. Your problem or your responsibility is to keep being amazing, keep doing the things that make you shine, keep on elevating your life. That's what your responsibility is. And there is no reason for you to be humble in that. We need to teach children to praise themselves. If I would have learned to be happy and excited and see the value in all those freaking honor roll awards that I got, I probably wouldn't have had to go through so much self-esteem issues and so much hard work and feeling like I got to go above and beyond because of what I look like, me being a girl, all that other stuff. When if I would have just been happy and gave myself the love and care and praised myself for the work I was doing and saw like, hey, I'm making moves for myself, I'm doing a great job. Teach celebration, teach gratitude. Don't teach being humble. Don't teach silencing people who are doing great things. Those people who are doing great things and who are sharing that they are happy and they're sharing their accomplishments, those are your leaders. Those are your leaders. Those are the people who are setting trends. Those are the people who are going to make the world a better place. If you tell them to be quiet and you tell them to humble themselves, guess who wins? All the negative stuff. All these trauma posts win. I'm tired of seeing the trauma posts. Stop tagging me in this stuff. I don't care about it because it doesn't serve me and it doesn't serve you to be mad about it. Go volunteer. Go be a youth mentor. Go give someone some tools to help them advance themselves in their lives. Don't share that stupid post. We know it sucks. We know it's terrible. Humble that stuff. Put that on the back burner and celebrate the wins because we need it. It's a winning season. If you don't like seeing people win, don't follow them. Just do that. And then maybe one day you'll catch up to the trend of no longer being humble and sharing your success because the success and the sharing saves people's lives. Someone is searching for something right now, and it could be what you post. It could be what you share. It could be something so freaking simple. Like, oh, I finally tried yoga today and it was amazing. My back doesn't hurt, yada, yada, yada. Next thing you know, someone else is doing yoga now. That's actually happened. Plenty of women who never thought that they would ever be able to do yoga thought it was something weird, myself included. Because I post about going to the Bluff all the time, I have women asking me all the time about yoga and I refer them to different instructors. And now they feel good and they're doing something that they enjoy because I shared it. And if I was humble and I didn't share about me enjoying doing yoga at the beach, somebody else wouldn't enjoy that. So cancel the humble culture. It's ruining you. It's ruining your confidence in yourself. It's making you believe that you shouldn't praise certain things, and it's just not true. Everything deserves some praise. You are here. Everything you've done up until this point deserves praise. This world is not easy to live in. It is hard, and it takes tools, it takes support, it takes resilience to survive it, and that is something to be celebrated. So don't be humble about it. Share it. Love yourself. Praise yourself, and have a beautiful Transformation Tuesday. Because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get me some yoga in today. I'm going to do my client calls. I'm going to share about how great my life is now because I actually chose to live it this way. And I'm not going to be humble about it. And you're welcome to join me. Have a great day, guys.